Hello everybody, welcome to today's Lamley Saturday Showcase. We're going air-cooled Porsches by Hot Wheels. Considering today is the Kmart Collector Day, we opened a case, just a couple of days ago. This was one of the models in it. It is the Porsche 934 Turbo RSR. A beautiful, brilliant Porsche casting. Rio Asada designed it, and I figured since some of you are pulling it from Kmart cases today, we would look at all of the 934 Turbo RSRs, plus some kind of somewhat from the family, that air-cooled Porsche family. So let's go ahead and open this one up first. Easy to do. Remember, this is an exclusive Kmart color. It is a recolor from the then and now 2018 Porsche 934 Turbo RSR. I'm going to go ahead and stick it right there with the rest of the family. Let's break to the box and take a look at all of them. Okay, there it is. It is the Porsche 934 Turbo RSR. It is the Kmart Collector exclusive. The only way to get it is to pull it from one of these Kmart cases. It is a recolor of the original in white. We'll get to that in just a second. But before we move towards the rest of the Turbo RSRs or RSR Turbos, there is other versions of this casting. Now, we've walked through this before. You're very, very familiar because this was only released in 2017. We've featured this one just recently when we did a super showcase. It is the 934.5 Porsche 934.5. And in fact, if I take this one and I take the original then and now from this year and let them roll around for a second, you will see that there's some real specific similarities to these castings. Obviously, the 934.5, both were race cars, but the 934.5 was obviously modified, bigger spoiler, big side skirts, front chin, but a lot of it was the same. And my guess is that when this was designed, it was the original 934 casting was used, and they just enhanced it just like they did in real life. So this is where Hot Wheels mimics real life. So 934.5, there are just a few releases because this was released in 2017. White, as we've shown you. This is just a quick review. Then it was recolored in black for 2017. Notice the clean decos here, just headlights done, and then the side deco. Dog saying hello. Then recolored for 2018. I don't know if you want to say recolored, but everything the same. Lace wheels, front and side deco, only the number 34 is added to this one in a very vintage style, just plain styling. And then, of course, case you forgot, it is also a super treasure hunt this year in this kind of aqua blue-green color. Beautiful with the aero wheels. So that's the 934.5. Sometimes you might say, well, how close is that to like the 1971 Porsche that was released this year in the Magnus Walker livery? Well, air-cooled Porsches, all 911s based on a 911. Well, not based on, they are all 911s. Some subtle differences. The differences really start showing up as you get later into the like the 964, 993s. Speaking of 964, we've had two of those. Also in a Magnus Walker livery from Car Culture. This one was in 2016, right? That was the first time it was a new casting, and then we saw it recolored in Modern Classics, Cool Culture last year with the aero wheels. This one was one of the gems of 2017 as well. All right, have I shown you enough Porsche? Should we get to the guest of honor? Of course we should. Here you go. There's the first Porsche 934 Turbo RSR done by Hot Wheels. It is a legendary car. You've probably seen it. If you Google it, you'll see it in a Jägermeister livery. Becomes a legendary car, usually with the gold rims. Hot Wheels went with the silver rims, maybe because of the plain orange they did. This was designed by Rio Asada. That signature spoiler on the back, the wide skirts. It's a beautiful, beautiful model. This one was cool because it was released in the final batch of 2014, I believe, in the Q batch, along with the new Mustang and that infamous Datsun 510 wagon Super Treasure Hunt. The batch Q from 2014 was a legendary one. So, and this was actually announced late. They had actually shown the They had announced the whole 2014 lineup, but they didn't include that Porsche, and they announced it late, I think at one of the conventions, that it was coming. So that was for 2014. 2015, it comes back, recolored. Some people thought this was like the Blackbird from, I can't remember, but and I even have one on my desk. I know, I tend to forget things. But with the gold rims, no, it's just a black RSR Turbo Porsche. Silver or kind of a gray interior. Love the gold lace wheels. The lace wheels I think work best on this model. But considering it has kind of a deep dish look in real life, I think the lace wheels are most appropriate, but they've worked with the MC5s a couple times just to kind of give it more of a deep dish look. I'd love to see the Steelies on it. I don't know if that would really work. This is a recolor of the 2015 in blue, bright blue to be exact. If you notice, going with the clean colors on this, all of them have been colored with headlights, and then some of them, the orange one didn't, and the black one didn't because it was black, but you notice this one has black trim on the rear spoiler. Kind of cool. Okay, that was 2015. All of a sudden, this pops up. Some of you know what this one is. If you don't ogle on it too much, because if you want it, you're going to have to pay for it. This is the Toy Fair Porsche 934. It was only given to retailers who attended the Hot Wheels or Mattel Toy Fair that they do in El Segundo every fall. There's a way to promote the brand. You can see the 16 on the sides, Hot Wheels, done in that beautiful copperish gold color. Just unbelievable. You want it? You got to go on eBay. It's not going to be there very often. I got a little speck of dust on it. And if you are going to pay for it, it's going to be upwards of $450 to $500, even more. I've seen it go for even more. Notice, though, on these Toy Fair models, we've shown these before, they go all out. All the deco, all the trim, matte black trim around the windows. Everything is there. I'm thrilled to have this one. Yeah, it's a tough one to come by now, but that is the godfather of the 934s, to be sure. 2016, Porsche reemerges, the 934. Very, very similar. Some people even saw this one still in the stores and thought they were getting a no tampo version, but there's still a slight difference in color of these two. But this is the Falcon version, Falcon tire. Pretty iconic deco there in the blue and the green. And if they're going to recolor it, they've done some interesting recolors, but typically it starts blue and then it goes silver. So this is the recolor in silver with blue trim as opposed to green this time. So we saw it in 2014, we saw it in 2015, we saw the Toy Fair model, we saw this Falcon in 2015, and then in 2016, 2017 version, Magnus Walker deco. A lot of you like this one. I'm not as much into the Magnus decos. I think they're a little busy, but still, really cool model. I'm up for any variation, any variety. I like the grayed out lace wheels on this one. But I was hoping we'd get a plain gray version, which we did. So that's the 2017 version. 2018, you've seen it. It is white. It is from the Then and Now series, along with the Porsche 911 GT3 Turbo, I believe. Or just GT3 RS, maybe. So here is the white version. And then, of course, to go full circle, recolored for Kmart in silver. This one, the cases appear to be totally sold out. If there's a Kmart near you, there might be one hanging there at this point after the event has happened. I'm guessing maybe not. Most people probably gobble this one up. So it might be eBay you have to go to buy one. I'd buy one now when they're still like $199, $299 plus shipping. If you're a Porsche collector, because the prices on these always tend to go up on castings like this especially. All right, there you go. 2018 Hot Wheels Porsche 934 Turbo RSR. Porsche. Gotta say it right. That's your Saturday showcase. That's a great model. I got something good for you tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.